Rogue draft, I hope. I wish. Now we have to take this weak mage class. Really weak mage class. It's looking a lot like the last mage deck we got 45 drafts ago. I mean, none of these do anything. Dirigible can be okay. Accuser's a good card. Firelands is good. I actually like this card, but man, Ritual is gonna be just such a blowout. Statue over Ward, yeah, Statue's really good. Go Gorilla Bot over Poo. And Red Herring. It's a good card. This looks like the exact same deck. We've drafted 4 decks in a row. Let's go Claw Machine over Stoneborn. I like it. It's cheap. We got Courier. It's a 3-drop. It's a little better than Serpent Ward. Guess I'd rather have an Ooze. Hi, doggy. I like Cyclone so much. This card's pretty good too, though. I'm not sure if it's right. Oh my god, can I have the Cyclone back? Let's take the Fishy. Okay, N'Zoth. We got a big beast, a big mech, a big Murloc. The other cards suck. Sounds good to me. That's a nice beast. I kind of want this Arcanologist, and we're gonna get a secret, right? Helps smooth out our curve. It's another Elemental. It's another Murloc. This is okay too. What do we want? I mean, it can help roll another one of those type of cards. I think we'll just sort of be conscientious of the curve. Everybody has a dog? No, it lives outside. Well, probably in the house next door. I really want... I mean, I want a 2, but I don't want Flak Mage with no secrets, so... Let's take Wormweaver. We'll take the Reveler now. Be kind of happy that we passed the first one. We'll take the Sin Runner now and be kind of happy we passed that one too. I'll take another Reveler. I don't want Murloc Tidehunter. Run a 2-drop. This is junk. I'll take Scorch. Well, at this point, I'm fairly convinced we won't see a secret, but we need 2s, so sure. Take Firelands. Of course, either get all the secrets and no synergy, or all the synergy and no secrets, but never both. Even a way to discover a secret? Sort of. Trash here. Sound like a small dog. What breed is it? Well, it's not mine, so I don't know. None of these are good. I don't really want that in the pool, though. I guess there's a chance it costs 0, maybe. Yeah, I would say not a great deck. Take out N'Zoth, and I'd say this is unplayable. Let's just play it. See if we can get 3 or 4 wins at this one. Some of the neutrals are pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it's a below average mage, for sure. Worse than the Warlock deck? It's probably comparable. They're just all 3 or 4 win max boring decks. If they at least had some interesting class cards, or you could, you know, discover and find some outs that were not offered to you in the draft, they can be more interesting to play, but once you roll, I talk about in this meta, I do think this is fairly common, where you'll have like one night a week where you'll just roll 5 unplayable drafts in a row. You know, if your goal is to, you know, min max and get 3 wins, you could do it. It's just really, really boring to stream that. It's a deck that,
What do you seek?
It's a deck that doesn't get there most of the time. I mean, it already didn't get there. And, you know, you see what you lose to all night. And they're very different decks that people actually run into you with. You know, Hammer of Narus and Buffet Biggins and who knows, Cycles and wild seed cards, which we're already losing to tonight. Yeah, please stay quiet with the whining. No. No. At which rank do you have to finish to have +1 star rank more than regular legend? Oh, I have no idea about that. These decks are just like so linear. It's so straightforward. Even if you win, it's like, okay, what do you do? River Croc on 2, Spider Tank on 3, you know, Yeti on 4. It's like you're not doing anything interesting on any turns. Hey, Ellie.
The culprit was not tiny.
It's gonna have you play the game as much? Some metas yes, and some metas no. I'd say this meta, the last few metas have been way more prone to like this volatility in deck quality where you're either rolling like the absolute nuts or the absolute trash. And when the metas are like that, it makes your average decks the absolute trash. It kind of increases that discrepancy between deck quality because the power level of cards is so swingy these days. And like the first person to play a card that's like not a Bone Wraith or a Fishy Flyer, the first person to play like this or Cycle of Hatred just wins. And there are no cards in either player's deck that can compete with that 1 or 2 cards. And in this meta, some of the most common and the most powerful ones are 3 mana. They're the locations and the wild seed cards, and we don't have them, so.
Grades getting low.
That's more the frustrating thing, is like they're very common and they're very cheap and they're not beatable. You don't have them for a long time. But yeah, you know, who knows? We've gotten unlucky with the first 4 or 5 decks we've drafted, and our opponents have had the nuts too. If you face other average decks, then this deck can go 3 or 4. So.
They will never catch me.
Last time I saw Ellie on, she was talking about how she got her parents a vibrator and she's a sweet lady. Yeah, I agree with that. She was talking about that. Those lucky Gammy and Gampop. Just gonna kill this guy. He's kind of hurting for HP, right? I should start thinking about N'Zoth. Have we had a beast die yet? I'm not so sure. Had 2 Murlocs die, and 1 mech, and we'll have 1 elemental die. Oh, 2 mechs. Might be worth it to just slam the N'Zoth. We'll see what we drop. We drop 4 drop, we can drop 2 things. Yeah, that's, I could drop this one. This thing's freaking huge though. If you can't kill it, then he's gonna die, you know? Next turn we could play Phase 2 maybe? That's a 6/6. It's pretty bad. That's like my strong man, only it ain't got taunt. Hi everyone, hey Ellie.
Now I am complete.
Is he dead? Almost. Could find a fireball. Yeah, these are mostly just junk. I'm gonna take the cheapest thing. Denathrius or Ysera, first pick in Paladin? Probably Denathrius, although if you really want Ysera, I don't think you're going wrong if you take Ysera. James Webb Space Telescope has captured spectacular images of young stars. Science is amazing. That is amazing. They should get a telescope and name it after Redbeard. Call it the Redbeard Nebula Telescope.
I yield for now.
Science didn't do anything. Love did it. That's true. Love of science did it, but science did nothing. I'm with Poet. That's a good point. Love powers all scientific instruments.
Jaina versus Thrall.
My element.
To be a cloud of fart to become a star. No, I'm the instrument that inspects those things. Why am I the fart? You permit Jordy to post a link? There is no lack of permitting of links.
The legions are
What do you see?
Let's give him a greetings. A BG's experience. Quest, play a game of Battlegrounds, I got first. Win a game, I got first there too. Quest, get first. 657483442. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, Ellie. Everybody come leave this stream and watch the Juicer at twitch.tv/xqc. Does he, what the fuck did he do? Oh wait, why is he not evolving that? Why would you not want a 3-drop there?
I found it first.
right. Use enough.
Fox News loves science. Hey, everybody loves science. They have played this poorly. However, it may not matter. I need to play. I thought our curve was like one of our redeeming features. Okay, that's pretty good.
I found it first.
Dead.
I gotta sneeze. These are all ones. Oh god, excuse me.
Mortals are so squishy.
Oh, that's what they're waiting for.
Our power is in our people.
Was that intentional?
Was that brain freeze?
That's not good for him. I guess I might as well kill it. Skipping my turn kinda sucks, but what are you gonna do? Bless you, hey, thanks, Shy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Charged and ready to rumble.
Darn it, that one's really good. Oh, is that from... No, that's just drafted. I thought it was from Malchazar. gamble 50%, you lost all your points. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad.
Tiny flies, flee before me.
Didn't cast any spells last turn? Oh, how big is this thing? Can't shoot it. I guess I can play like these. This card will just never be infused. You can free kill and evolve. That's kind of bad. That's kind of bad too. When you think about it. No evolve helps, but not being able to remove like a card, that's less helpful. Alright, this is better on our mana. We might end up with a worse minion.
Let the ritual of absolution commence.
It's about the same probably. That's a 5/5. Honest question, if you could create your Hearthstone card, what would the name of it be and what class would you have it under? Rogue card. I call it, I don't know what it would do. It would shuffle some crap into your deck, I know that much. It'd be called the Smacking Stick of Yogg-Saron. Yogg's Big Smacker. What do you think about that? You think it's good? Bad? Great?
This shall be tolerated. Getting cold.
It's quite a factoid. Your boyfriend sounds like a sharp cookie. My boyfriend told me that the church used to pay for a lot of research in the early days. It used to be way ahead of science. They tried to prove everything in the Bible was true. They funded less when the outcomes weren't to their liking. Yeah. Yeah, science is different. Science is different than some of that stuff. What do we want him to buff? The Murloc? I guess it doesn't really matter. Why are these things happening?
Home is where the wagon
We'll find most of this. Why has he not evolved any of these things? I don't understand. I truly don't. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. Just curious, that's all. We could play this, rush ping. We could shoot here. I guess we could shoot here. Keep a little health on this, maybe. Not even sure if we want to bring back Murlocula, though. Maybe. We're pretty low. Pretty good for him. That one there. It's a little better than his 10 drop he got. Maybe he doesn't know. Nope, okay.
Is that food?
I've had Claw Machine die. As long as I get one of the Rush Murlocs, we can kill Turalion. Yeah, we should kill it.
Job done.
My mom skipped 2 grades, so she had to make up for it.
Stone Legion.
Your mom skipped 2 grades? It's like she was a ditcher. So we can bump and ping. We're gonna get clocked for 1 trillion. I can run that in. I could play this. Maybe he kills this. He's like, you know what? I gotta kill it. If I hit and ping, I have 8 mana. I want to corrupt this so I can kill the back half of that. Bump and ping. I guess I might as well ping here if I'm gonna play that. I guess not though, because hit ping. I guess I could just do that. He'll gain 2 life or whatever. If I ever want to trade this off, maybe I do, because if I hit another Masked Reveler, if I hit Red Herring, it could be nice for me. I think so.
What a delightful party. Party's over. Time runs out on me.
Gonna run that in. I guess if we're gonna ping it, then we might as well use this one. And I guess we're hoping that we're not dead. I can get a 9 drop. Oh, I can't kill that. It's great.
My colors burst.
I don't have a secret, right?
Fly. Make true toys of them.
Doesn't feel entirely fair. Should have all mech'd us, huh? Yeah.
No ogre pain, no ogre gain.
Well, that I think is it, right? Hit ping, always dead. No, I guess we're not always dead if we hit this one. So we have to hit here, ping there, trade there, hit here, trade here, ping and heal. Okay, maybe then I can't play this, but it kind of is what it is. I guess we don't have to risk it, right? We'll be at 3. We'll have some shit here. I guess we ping here to lower the odds of him rolling a taunt. Ugh. So he can double trade. Actually, his best play is to probably just double trade the 9-2, and then he won't lose his 8-8.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
But now they'll, I mean, now it doesn't really make sense. Good morning, lovely peeps. Sacred Polly, how are you? That's not how that works. So we can like hit, ping, trade, kill. This could be good if he plays 2 minions. This could be good if he plays 1 large minion. So we hit, ping. What this does too is it allows us to play 2 cards next turn and ping, or play 2 cards if we don't want to ping. Why does Gravewing say temp? I'm not sure, actually. Because Hearthstone did an update, so a lot of bugs have to be revealed. Otherwise, people will get upset.
Everybody's hungry for more.
I found it first.
Alright, we got the game stabilized. We're not dead. Now is the time for him to top deck lethal. That's my prediction. Now is where he just gets the fire Ellie or the lightning bolt. Because we've stabilized the game. 10, 21. We're actually 1 off lethal anyway.
Stone Legion, to me!
Sure. We're alive, and I guess that's something. I'm gonna wear temp on my shirt also. You should. That'd be a good look for you.
What a delightful party.
What do we want to roll? Dark Moon Statue?
Party's over. Derivative.
Alright, we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still not lethal. We have 2 or 1 Firelands Portal and Dark Moon Statue, if we're not dead.
I see you are a seasoned.
Does that stop us from having lethal? 4, 8, 11, 12. Okay, okay. Well, I might as well kill it. He could buff it. I don't know. Alright, this would be a disappointing game to lose. But I think we played it quite well to even have a shot. I'm not trying to shit on them. I think they played it rather poorly. I don't know why they didn't evolve all their monstrously good evolve targets throughout the first like 9 turns of the game. Why not Ping and Divine Shield? Doctor saved us? Yeah, I mean, we would have been better off just drawing better throughout the duration of the game, or having a better deck. What really saved us was him misplaying the first couple of turns, and then also misplaying a lot of turns in the middle.
Jaina versus
Particularly
Luther.
with his evolves that he didn't take for some reason.
Bring order.
Knowledge is power.
Try to find another 2 or 3. Rolling a bad 10 didn't help him? No. But you can only control what you can control, right? So yeah, you're gonna get bad evolve rolls sometimes, but leaving up a 6 mana 4/2 and trading it into like a 5/5 instead of just taking a 7 drop is, I mean, there's no reason. Which is fine for me, because we would have been getting smacked probably. Voodoo Doctor gets 0 credit? 0 credit, come on.
The exit is this way.
I mean, yeah, I guess it kept us alive. But are you really living if you're playing Voodoo Doctor? In this sense, yes, we did live. So far, the only thing graduating does for me is lower my income by 800 bucks. So what you're saying is you have 800 to spare that you can give to Redbeard. Yes. I'd rather give that up than give up the fishy. He can already custom himself of the losing of 800 bucks. What are these words? We don't play Gorilla. Even if we draw it, just get a claw from Zoth. Is it good, Red? An opinion? No. We're just gonna play on curve, and we're not gonna have suboptimal turns just to try to make turn 9 potentially better. If we get Gorilla bot, we're gonna spend all of our mana to develop the biggest boards and take the most efficient trades we can. Right now it looks like we've got 4 or 5, 6 in a pinch 7, but I'm not gonna skip turn 7 or 8 with a Gorilla bot just to do that. I'm not gonna do that. No. No. It might shake out that way, but no. So you're always going to be 50-50 to get the claw anyway, and having a claw plus 2 Gorilla bots might just be better sometimes too. 0 power not better? No. Then what? Playing this fish? You want to develop. Force your opponent to use their entire turn 5 to kill your 4-drop. It's worse on our mana, but better on our board, so we'll take it here. Hey, Grammy Poo. back the menace. The menace himself. Graham has been here for at least 2 hours, Red. He was asleep. Or he was making disgusting whoopee with his beloved wife. I don't know. Frankly, I don't want to know. 8 Proto-Drake? What do we got? A small desire to kill this guy. Or we just sit, but what if he gives it, like, Divine Shield or something, right?
Party's over.
Where's Koto? I blame Koto for this. Might just rip this before this dies. I mean, I don't have a play for next turn, so it's 100% Nizan. Disgusting Whoopi was my nickname in college. Yo, that was just because of how much Whoopi Goldberg you watched.
Which has sunk shall rise.
Let's push these things.
Arms of strength.
Had an electric whoopee cushion as a teenager. What is an electronic whoopee cushion? That's gonna electrocute someone's sphincter hole. Be careful, man. That's a grade A federally acknowledged weapon. Some people like that. Some people do. Getting electrocuted in their sphincter? Probably, huh? People like weird stuff. I'll give you that.
Float like a butterfly.
5, 8, 10. 13. Not enough.
Your presence offends.
I'm gonna take the free trade. I don't have a fireball or a pyro or anything. Heard it makes you poop to have your sphincter electrocuted? I hope not, dude. Sounds like a big mess. If anybody's putting an electronic device that close to their rump, oh, they deserve it. What? But it sounds like, you know, Tarantula Graham the prankster, Graham the menace is slipping, you know, booty shocking devices out of people's buttholes.
Victory is yours.
No clear Gamba and new Gamba? I thought Zelda said he was gonna do it. Oh, God, Zelda. What did the last deck go? 2 or something? I don't know. I paid out 0 to 3. I think that's what it was, right? Unmod Zelda. Yeah, we should. Where even is Zelda? He's here. Alright, we may have gotten all the wins we're gonna get, so cherish them, Twitch chat.
Jaina versus Tyrande.
Don't ask for Zelda, I'm catching up on my chat numbers. Okay, I wasn't asking for them. Let's open a pack of Urza Saga so that Nightbot can continue its lead over Zelda for a little while longer. Phyrexian, what was it called? Processor? What is that? Huh? $4?
What do you see?
When it comes into play, pay any amount of life. Put a token in play. It's a black creature with power token equal to the amount of life paid. That's cool. That's neat. Oh, I remember Scion of the Wild. They moved that to an uncommon in one of the Masters sets. It doesn't even get excited anymore when someone subs. He's getting so pretentious and rich. He is a starstruck idiot. And Zelda said this, not me. I don't think that's how I would describe myself. Just getting a draft excitement? Yeah. Of course. I love a good draft.
The exit is this way.
Always hungry for more.
Calvin Hobbes is the best tattoo a person can acquire. I like Calvin and Hobbes. Maybe I'll sit down and read some Calvin and Hobbes. Maybe. What the hell is going on here? Why is this happening to me? Kind-hearted, noble, Redbeard. Zelda's busy, so I only posted 1,000 messages this week. Kill me. I'd like to trade Zelda for someone else. I'd like to trade Zelda for Amaranth if she's free. To hang out here instead. Oh good, doesn't that just burn up his board more than it burns up my board?
Party's over.
What would you trade me for? You're priceless, I wouldn't trade you for anything. Or maybe Amaranth plus like 2 of her friends. Give or take. I'll give you 4 non-shiny energy cards for Zelda. Done. I need them. Thinking about labeling my ETBs with little energy cards, and I've been putting, because I've got some that I've been putting reverse hollows in, and I don't know what's in them, so it stops me from sorting because I have to like open it and look, and if there was like an energy on the outside that said it was all water types or all grass types, and it would be easier to sort, and I would thusly do more sorting. You bet your sweet ass I would do more sorting.
What a delightful party. Party's over.
You die!
What does Sinrunner kill the minion? Spawned by Mesmer Portal, but not the minion summoned by the 4/4 rush. Because it orders the death rattles. The death rattles order. So when you cast Maelstrom, everything that Maelstrom does casts first. When it casts, it does it all first, and then the thing dies. And since you're done casting the spell, then there's a minion to die to Maelstrom Portal. But when there's 2 minions that die at the same time, the death rattles go off in the order that they came on the board. So his went on the board first, so his died, and there was nothing on board, so it killed nothing. And then my death ratter goes after his, and then it does the thing with the 2/2. Does that make sense? I'm using sorting post-it notes atop the ETBs, right, man? It's a system I'm okay with. No. Just put like a grass on the outside. Won't it look better? My problem is the ETBs, some of them are like... at first I had a system that I would put waters in like the Pokemon Go one, because it's blue. Put like Psychic in the Fusion Strike ones. But I don't have the proper color system for them, so I was like, just put a energy on them maybe. Is this Ratatat? Yeah. Claw Machine hasn't died. Fishy Flyer hasn't died. Okay, this Nazoth is not looking very good. I don't understand how the energy cards have the same art for 10 years. They don't. They've changed the art for them a lot. If we had a, no.
That's not a valid target.
Come in! Come in!
If we had a fishy flyer,
You win this.
no, I mean, nothing mattered. Yeah, there's been a lot of different art for the energy cards. Some of the sets have like reverse hollow energies. Those are cool. If I played, I would have all reverse hollow energies, like foil lands. I sorted by sets, then foil, then rarity, then energy. It's probably too complicated. I just have a bunch of piles that I say I'm gonna sort, and they kind of migrate around the apartment. When I used to have company over of a romantic variety, I think it used to upset them. And what other people sometimes don't realize is while it may look like absolutely zero sorting ever takes place, if no sorting ever took place, I'd be buried under a mountain of cards. It's just as it gets to an unsustainable point, you sort it back down to the point where you're not so stressed. And the stress of others can be diminished a little bit. My problem was, when I first started, this is my problem, Graham. When I first started recollecting, two years ago or whatever, I got like one binder, and I was like, okay, I'll put these in, all my cards. And then the binder was too full, so it's like, oh, I'll just put all my reverse hollows in one binder, and then like all the hollows in another binder. It's a perfect system.
Bring in the party!
And then I filled up a reverse hollow binder, so I had to split it. And I was like, well, I'll just put like all these types and then these types in the other one. And just kept, so now I have like 10 binders. What I should have done was just started with 20 binders and had like 6 cards in each of them. It would have been a better system. But now I've got to sort the reverse hollows, I should just take them out of the binder, but I have to remove them all from binders and put them in boxes.
For your
My reverse hollow binder is my crown jewel.
I got you, friend.
I separated to a VMAX binder and a V binder. That's a good system because those aren't, I mean, the V binder is actually pretty full.
Uninvited!
Always hungry.
But I have one that has, I should separate it, but one has like gold cards, rainbow cards, full art trainers, shinies, radiance, and even then it's like, it's gonna fill up. And then you gotta leave space for future ones. It's too much, dude. You have binders full of women? No. Should we play? Probably not, right?
You are something else. You win this.
VMAX binder instead of top loaders. How I wish to have one of them someday. You'll do it. You'll do it. Wish I could open Fossil and Rocket. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm the only one who watched too much US politics back in the day. Oh, that was like a thing? Somebody said they had binders full of women, like applying for a job or something. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like I go through phases where I like following certain aspects of a political nature, and then I,
Jaina versus Jaina!
and then I
You asked
hate
for it.
everything about politics, and
Knowledge is
I
power.
try to stay away from it. Red, I put 69 420 on 10 to 12. Please don't out meme me. Hi Lana. The deck wouldn't go 12 if I don't think I can get 12 wins if I just played it out the rest of the night. Like you just play it out every game for another 3 hours. I don't think it would get 9 more wins. I hate to say it, but your farts are gone.
An incredible discovery.
I've got more left in me.
Not good. I had faith after the Demon Hunter Relic deck. Oh, that deck was so much better than this deck. That deck was much, much better than every deck we've drafted tonight. And that deck wasn't very good, unfortunately. Just more a testament to how shitty the decks are that we have today than anything. Ever played PoE? No. I know my friend Crip plays it sometimes.
Always hungry for more.
Politics are making fun. As making fun of a situation is fine, but let's not have to discuss stuff in the chat. Yeah, we don't have to talk about politics. Everybody hates everything. I get that. Me too. There's an RPG made by fans of Diablo. Yeah, Crip loves that game, and I love Crip, so there you have it. By de facto, I love it too, so I want my friend to be happy. Do we want to play the claw machine? Not really. Hello, Redbeard ARB. Claw machine? I could shoot it here. I guess I'll shoot it. I get the 1/2s out. Red for CEO of Hearthstone. Oh, I would do such a good job. We'd either go bankrupt or we'd make a ton of money. I'm not sure, but man, I would make sure that Dreads gets bad RNG all the time.
Like to play with fire?
Nerf the wild seeds. First things, we're putting a tournament mode in. Better stat tracking, better stat keeping. We're putting a deck tracker into the client. It's gonna go to bed. My cat decided 1 AM was the time to have all of her kittens in our bedroom. It was loud and mew in here, so now I'll be here instead. Hi everyone. Hey Mega. That's nice though, bringing life into the world. It's beautiful. I'm so stoked that this deck went 4. It's a stinker, but it did some work. And we lost to Arlen on curve already, so it didn't really feel like a game. Remember when 2 times 1 was optimal stats to mana? 2 times 1? Like a 2 mana 3/4, 3 mana 3/4. Yeah, those were the good old days. Can I name one? Let Steve name one. What are you naming one, Steve? How many are there? I'll name one too. I'm going with, how about Rasputin? How about Frostilicus? 6 so far, oh my god.
Knowledge is power.
Oh my god. I remember when one of our cats, we only had 1 birth in the, when I lived with my mom. It was just me and my sister, and we birthed the cats. And I would think, oh, we weren't that young. I was working at Target, so maybe I was like 16 or 17, 18 maybe. So my sister was probably like 14 or 15, 13, 14, 15. I remember we called someone, like a neighbor or my mom, and they're like, what do we do? They're like, yeah, just sit there and, you know.
Yes, that's the one.
Inconceivable.
I'm gonna skip that, sorry. I mean, I like Tool, but yeah, it's not time for Tool yet. Remember one day Dreads was starting stream and someone said, here we are, Redbeard's waiting room, and Dreads lost it. I doubt he lost it. That's a common Twitch meme.
Let the pain
Cats or dogs? I like cats and I like dogs, but if I had to pick, I think I would pick dog. I don't know. If I had like a best friend who was a cat, I wouldn't mind that. But push come to shove, I'll go dog first. Massey. Thanks, Massey, for the follow. I forgot people could follow.
Grades getting low.
Correct answer? I mean, I like animals. I hate when, like, you know, for example, like an animal gets hurt or something. I hate that. That's the shit that I don't like.
Always hungry for more.
Liquid cyanate. Well, if it got a new follow, then it was the right answer. I have 2 cats and 0 dogs, though. Well, that's okay. Isn't it? I hate playing off curve here. I guess I'm not entirely off curve. But yeah, we always had a ton of animals when I lived with my mom. I think we never had more than 2 dogs at one time. 2, and then 1. And then 1. And then 2. I don't know. They're always a lot. And they live long. Like most of the dogs, my sister started getting dogs too, and she was living there. So
Derivative.
that helped inflate the numbers of dogs. And then at one point we had 1 cat, and then we got a second cat, and then she had kittens, and we kept 2. So it might have been 4 cats at once. But one of them maybe had passed away before the kittens were born. So we had maybe 3.
Get these off of me!
I love being their staff. Pets are rad. Yeah, I should get a pet. Right now, Twitch chat is my pet. And it's terrible. Pets. Graham has so many pets. Most of them are arachnids. It's wonderful. Deliciously wonderful. 6, 9. What is going on here? 6, 9, 12.
What a delightful party. Party's over.
No puzzle box for this jabroni.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I should have never talked schmack to them. So get a puzzle box. Okay, that's not great for me. That's not great for me. That was not the good hit for us. That is awful for me. Oh gosh. That's too bad. The part where all this good stuff happened for him, bad stuff for me. Just fireball his own face or something. Boy, these are coming out in the proper order for him. God damn, that was nutty for him. Yeah, that was good. I'd like to do anything bad, you know?
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
You think that's a counter spell? I would say probably. It may be worth it to just rip the box, let the box get countered. I might be dead next turn. Oh, you know what? I should have kept that. in case he draws a counter this very turn. Both had amazing boxes. Ours was a little different than his. Ours killed 2 minions, summoned 0 minions, and drew like 2 cards. Just destroyed everything. Put up a bunch of secrets, drew a bunch of cards. Yeah, this was okay though. I want his deck. That's the mage deck I want. Yours was slightly less amazing. Yeah, little different. I thought it was gonna get countered, to be completely honest with you. Would not say your box was amazing, nor would I, but did enough to beat a far superior deck, so I'll take it. Only 5 more. I'm trying, Lana. I think we've already kind of, again, surpassed my expectations for the deck. So I'm cool. But I'd like to get another win or two. You could always go first, cheese out a Azoth, or maybe discover. Do we have a way to discover? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we can find a puzzle box again.
I alone will shield my people. Knowledge is power.
We have gotten quite adept at drawing that voodoo doctor. He had his time in the first game, and then now he thinks he should be here every game. Adastar, what up, Adastar? What time is it? It's 1 in the morning. 2, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do that.
Come in. Everyone's a winner.
Redbeard's box was an absolute disaster. Well, I wouldn't call it that. We've seen some absolute disasters. I think we removed a couple of minions. That is more than I usually get out of them. Decent mulligan? Yeah, I mean, this is what you're kind of hoping for. 2, 2, 3.
Trust me.
The food is getting
4, 5. Hopefully get a couple types. Ideally the Murloc, the Rush Murloc Claw Machine, a Fat Beast, and then at some point draw an Azoth, right? Two Firelands portals. Would be worth it to just go face.
I'm bringing the party. Okay, let's get
Let's like hedge our bet a little bit. Who's Giorgio? Giorgio is the text-to-speech. He's my friend. He's actually just off cam and he reads the messages. He's got his own microphone. After you went 12, you got cursed. Like went 11 with a rogue after that. It was quite good.
Always hungry for more.
It's 4 in the morning, sir. But you live millions of miles away in the wild, wild west. That's true, I do live in the wild, wild west. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Kidnap? Okay, I thought I was gonna draw him cards. This might be better for us. Might be worse, we'll see. No, you don't? I don't?
Profitable.
Well, who's that varmint that stole my gold nugget? Then...
What a delightful
okay, I want... Claw Machine.
Party's over.
I think that would be fair.
We'll be fine.
And shoot that and ping something. Wait, is he killing my guy? I like that if he is. That's good. Claw Machine maybe for later.
my colors burst.
Oregon is not the Wild West. I live in
Actually,
I live in the Wild West with you know the guy. Oh, you know the one. This might actually be good to have this card. If he doesn't have a rush, then it's just better to remove one power, right? Firework is so good. Yeah, that card's really strong. Where was it? We were at San Francisco or something?
Was one of you.
They will never catch me.
Okay, you're not allowed to draw this many cards, dude. It's not fair. Could kill that. Dude, if I had... Do I have one of those? I don't. A Zoth. Does give us a claw machine. Or a gorilla bot. Yeah, fuck it. Oh, the gorilla bot never died, right? It's like hidden away.
Stone Legion.
Darn it.
To me.
Dang nabbit. Swing turn? I'm trying, he's trying. We're swinging back and forth. This is an exciting game. I'm getting excited. At least parts of me are. You know what I'm saying? Darn it. At least they only got 6 of them. Wild West is Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, New Mexico, Idaho, Nevada, and some places. I thought it was the, like, wasn't the California Gold Rush? Isn't that the Wild Wild West? The American frontier. The Old West or the Wild West. Looks like it's everything west of, like, North Carolina. Unclaimed territory? Colony of Louisiana? Spain? What was it? Wild West 1800s? Oregon County? Shared by the UK? Mexico owned. I don't know if this is true. A lot of California, all like the Southwest? 1884? Starts to look more like a modern map. Is it my turn? Do I want to ping? Not really. I don't know about that. Has lived today. We have buffed Jesus in San Francisco, but no Cowboys. As of today, I don't know if there is a Wild West today. Is there? Tell me where Bang Bang Bart is, and maybe I can get back to you. Oh, that's a tragedy. Die to an Inquisitor. Do I ever just kill him with that? Hit, no. I could take it. I have to remove power. Let's do this. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5. So we're still dead to Inquisitor. I'll just tag it because they really have to destroy a lot of this board to live. I guess they could with Cycle. That what is it called? Said Noyatron just soaked up like 10 damage. Cycle incoming, so he hits there. Hits there. I mean, I think we're fine to cycle still. We'd have 11, 9. We're not fine to cycle, huh? Maybe we should have gone phase. So taking this long turn means, I'm assuming, not Inquisitor and maybe cycle, because you're trying to figure out how to remove like the most power.
Not enough time.
This doesn't seem like the cycle play.
Let me in, man! It's my turn!
Drink with me, friend.
Well, the deck just keeps on ticking. Slow roll cycle. I think cycle there could take a while to figure out.
Stop lying!
There's a lot, you know, there's a couple of like different ways to optimal. There's a lot of different trades you can make and one optimal line. I could see that a cycle taking a while there. Especially if you're nervous facing against your hero, Redbeard. Dude, if we could snag one more win, that would be more than 6. That would be preferable. What day is it today? Tuesday? So it was more than 6. Are you sure? I'm fairly certain. Last I checked. My little feet are cold. I ended a turn in Battlegrounds with 47 gold. Yeah, it can be stressful, actually. The animations are kind of a little depending on what quest you have. 7 augers. Yeah, I wish
Is power.
they did something with Augur where, like, on those turns, like, unspent gold could be converted to, like, +1/+1 or something. It didn't feel like you're constantly wasting so much.
What do you seek?
The food is getting cold!
X marks the spot.
Let's see what the weather's like. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Maybe I'll go to Target tomorrow and see if they got any Lost Origin. Maybe they put them out early. Is today Wednesday? Today's Wednesday. Oh my god, it's gonna be 100 degrees on Friday. I gotta ride my bike to get Pokemon cards. I'll go in the morning, so I don't have to ride in the heat. I'm gonna die if I do. It can be quite dangerous. Dying is dangerous. It's one of the worst things, you know, that can happen to you. Maybe the worst. Go a little horsey. Okay, okay, I want to go face.
Yo ho! Set sail for the
Could find a decent turn. Is that N'Zoth that spawns all the Death Rattle minions that died? No. This one summons 1 minion of each type that's died. So he'll summon one beast, one mech. If we can be so... Oh fuck, wait, I just missed the damage. If we could be so lucky as to summon him. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. We had a game while it was 100 degrees and only one of the chain crew collapsed. What's a game and what's a chain crew? Is this a American football game? Yeah, you gotta be careful exerting yourself out in that type of heat. Sign. There's a specific chain crew. I guess that makes sense. I never really thought about that. I thought they were all like referees.
Here, Cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
Could just drop this. It's a pretty sucky card. I wish we had hit him for one more. We could have removed all of his armor. I don't think there's a ton of armor synergy cards right now. We has the weapon, I suppose. We know he has the weapon, so I guess it does matter. Now he ain't got any armor. It's taking an awful lot of damage here. We could just try to burn him out, which is, I mean, it's what we're gonna end up doing. I feel worse about the missed damage. That's 10. This could be the turn to just kind of potentially ice him out. We know he has one dead card, the weapon. He has to do more than hero power here. Notice me. Also, maybe take your shirt off and dance a little. Hey, Abumi, you didn't type anything till now, but I do notice you. I'm happy to see you.
Let the pain.
Mambo with the 24 gifted subs. Jeez Louise. I'm glad I noticed Abumi before Mamba forever. That puts Mamba at 2,000 gifted subs to this channel. That's a lot of support. Thank you very much, Mamba. I'm going to get the 7 win in your honor, and I hope you're doing well. 2,000 total gifted subs. Jesus. Only fitting the 24 would take us to the promised land. That is very fitting. I'm very happy to see you, and I hope you're doing well. And we got football coming, American football, in like 2 days. And only a month away from the NBA, and I'm excited. That is insane support. And now Mamba will retire from gifting subs here or anywhere ever again, maybe. It's been a good ride. Now I'm moving to Z1 Tanejo and I'm opening up a scuba shop. I am. Thank you very much, Mamba. I'm going to see how many of those I have. Oh my god. Who do I have? I got Asmo and I got... Oh, McBanter. I love McBanter. It's a good dude. Prasanna, thank you for the gifted sub to Lithis. Thank you very much. Their first gifted sub. I mean, I guess I'll hold this. Thank you very much to both of you guys. Let me read off some of those names and, you know, enjoy your ad-free viewing experience courtesy of Mamba Forever. We got Meme, Prasanna, who gifted a sub. Martin Luther, 4 months in there. Good guy. Love Martin Luther, the historical figure and the chatter. Draculaic, 11 months. Handsome Dude, 8. We got Vince Murdoch in there for 10 months. Guy's been around for a long time. We're in the promised land now, though. Feels good. Feels good to be in the promised land. It's everything. It's everything they claimed it would be. Lush fields. Drinkable water. A sewage system that carries all the filth downriver. Give me senpai 100th flavored water and add today isn't quite as captivating as Redbeard. I can't gift you. Kripali gifted instead of gifting to you, Tyrannosaur, to fuck Redbeard forever. Not for, you know, a short amount of time, but forever. Well, that's love, baby. Thank you so much, Kripali. Thank you. Fuck Redbeard forever. For existing so that Redbeard may thrive. You can gift a sub to an account that doesn't exist, or what? Or do these accounts actually already exist?
What a delightful party. Party's over.
It was a fun Battlegrounds game. I crushed my opponent after the first Golden Augur came down. Then I got another, and Golden Brand was easy. Golden Gold Grower, lots of big boys. Nice top decks. Yeah, we got lucky with this one. We got lucky with this one. I will say, as I typically do, it's a little easier to get lucky with your top decks when you're already holding your most expensive cards. All of your draws are going to be subsequently a little bit better because of that. You're not going to draw cards you can't play most of the time. But yeah, that was like a good 5 and a good 6 on curve. You're absolutely right. If you guys ever see Mamba in here or anywhere else, do me a solid favor and say hello and a thank you, hearty thank you, on behalf of myself and I'm assuming pretty much the entire Hearthstone community. We might not have Hearthstone anymore if it wasn't for Mamba. People probably would, you know, maybe people would, they'd be dead. Hopefully not, but you know. You know what, let's get this bad boy down. So we have to play the N'Zoth. It's good to get the Claw Machine back, right? Or at least have a chance. We have already had Gorilla Bot die. Almost a goat, like in every Hearthstone stream. What a god. Yeah, right? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The man transcends just you know, just one channel and just one you know, category.
For a good time.
Kenny, thank you for the follow. And thank you again to Mamba, Prasanna, and Kripali. Thank you guys. Is Red Herring a mini type? He's a beast for some reason. He's also a beast. So we'll have one beast that's died, maybe another. Right now we have 4, 5, 6, 11, 12. I'm gonna really want to go phase. Bum, 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 bum. Let's just do this. Build our board that he seemed to have a hard time dealing with last time. Claw Machine is such a wacky card. On his face it looks terrible, but it's good every time you play it. Yeah, it's a phenomenal arena card. It's been good since it came out. It's a real Swiss Army knife of a card. It's a removal spell, it's a little bit of card draw, it's a little bit of tempo. Just never bad. Never bad. They need puzzle box? Well, wouldn't be the first time somebody went Caligos in a puzzle box this run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can deal 7 to them.
My colors burn.
You win this.
Mid 7-2 also, so no snipe please. Okay, watch out for me, Rogue. 8 wins, I'll take it. I'll take 8, man, that's good. And huge support from everybody during this monumental arena run. I'll take it. First half of the night was tough, man, it was tough. So you're not taking your shirt off and dancing? I might. I'm feeling it. Feeling it pulsating through my veins, taking my shirt off, wiggling a little bit. Having so much reach with Firelands and Infuse, dude, certainly seems to help a ton, for sure. Fireland's still a good card too, which is crazy. Crazy how good that card was 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Karouge, thank you for the follow as well. Let's stop queuing just to make sure. Thank you. Unless your deck stinks and you want to go second, in which case, let's go. Then let's play. Bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. I didn't take you as a wiggling type. Well, sometimes I wiggle involuntarily. Is there wiggle room? Yeah, there's some wiggle room. Sometimes 8 and 2 will play like 9 and 0. Sometimes, you know, etc. I think it happens more. Hey, we played against this guy earlier. I don't know if it was with this run or... This might have been the person that played Arlen, actually. Maybe not. We definitely played against them earlier. They're emoting me a lot. But yeah, there's a little wiggle room. The higher up you go, the more wiggle room I think you'll tend to face.
For the roast, my lord.
An incredible discovery!
Come under my wing.
Come under my wing. Shut up, dude. Ain't nobody doing that.
The food is getting cold.
Name is AAA. Yeah, AAA.
Ooh, bet there's something great inside.
Is there any class you never pick? Typically I pick Demon Hunter the least. Noticeably the least. Mostly because I don't find it particularly fun. But expansion to expansion that could change. But Demon Hunter is either like oppressively overpowered and tempo heavy, or in this meta it's kind of just boring and relic-y. We did have a 12-0 relic Demon Hunter yesterday, so I like to draft different classes in general.
Always hungry for more. Come midnight.
We took that to 12-0. That thing went 12-0. That relic Demon Hunter. And then we had an 11 win Rogue. I wish Rogue was stronger. Me too. Maybe this scares me. You'd think if it was freezing, he would have, he wouldn't have cleared, right? Think we lose this game? Probably. What's special about the 11 win Rogue? That it was my only Rogue this meta, and my average is 11 wins per Rogue deck right now. What was special about it? Swindles.
What a delightful party.
It was a really good deck, man.
The exit is this way.
It had Mage Scribe, it had Shifty Sophomore, it had Swindles, it had the Ticket guy. It had the Ticket guy. And so the Swindles would draw the tickets a lot of the time.
This
We'll just clear everything. I've had a beast die already, so I don't have to have red herring die. We haven't had claw machine die or gorilla bot, which is kind of a bummer. It's probably explosive. And then that's probably spell based. More rogue decks, please. I'm scared now because the first one was so good and so fun. Like, I don't want them to all be shit. I used up like all my I feel like I used up all my rogue luck.
No creature deserves to be caged.
Yeah, I think this was the person that Arlandis uncurved earlier in the run. Raid.
What to do? What to do? What a delightful party.
I can hit and ping and hit and trade. This thing always has to take 4, right? Or I can hit and ping and trade, I guess.
Over.
Kind of cool if we can gain some life. That'd be neat. Wasn't having the 4-1 better there? I don't think so, no.
The exit is this way.
Mage climb. Yeah, if we get the taunt, we might be okay.
Which has sunk shall rise.
Job done.
Misha? Hover's pretty bad. Does that kill us? I don't think so. Oh, he doesn't get the weapon this turn. That's good. Can we ever kill him? Possibly. Is Doomsayer in arena? Yeah. Maybe this is better than Misha for us. We have 5, 9, 12, 14. So if I go trade, we have 5, 9, 12, 17. It's just lethal no matter what, right? You could accidentally blow up with a pressure plate if you use that. Red Herring performs better than I would have expected. I think people knew Red Herring was going to be good, but I would say it overperformed people's initial expectations too. Card should probably have 10 health. Be a pretty reasonable arena card. Pretty strong arena card still at 10 health. It's like a sleepy dragon for 7 mana, yeah. With relevant text. It's definitely a lot better than Stinky Dragon. Alright, 9's pretty good. One more win for the believers. Oh my god, what was it, Lana? Was Lana still here? Oh god. Red Herring is also made better by it being a mage meta. In what way? Because like other people are playing mage and they can't ping your guys because you give them stealth. Does anybody else think Mamba is secretly Jack Nicholas? I didn't, but yeah, that'd be cool. I feel like I haven't seen Lana in a long time. This Lana. Some of the other Lanas. And spells. Polymorph jellyfish isn't in. Mage has no hard removal this meta, I believe. Well, like almost nobody does. There's so much less. Devolving can destroy it. The 5 mana 3/5 sort of feels like the most common answer to Red Herring, right? Red Mare Pierce. Every high wind run I play has 60% mages and it kind of fucks them a bit. What's your favorite Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon? Gen 1, Growlithe. Gen 2, I don't know. Sometimes I mix up what's in the generations. List of Gen 2 Pokemon. I need pictures though. I can't just, I mean, I actually could probably, oh, maybe Totodile. The Totodile evolution line. I like Spinarak, but no, that's not my favorite. Oh, I like Flaffy and Ampharos.
Jaina versus Liadrin.
Espeon and Umbreon. Yeah, they're cool. Don't get me wrong, they're cool.
With holy fire.
Knowledge is
Who
power.
else we got here? Houndoom, yeah. I like Toho more than Lugia. Why does everybody like Lugia so much? So what was my choice? Probably Totodile. I like that guy. What gen is Jigglypuff? First gen. Yeah, Growlithe is my favorite. He's a dog, he breathes fire. What more can you ask for? Honorable mentions to all the starters. Pikachu, but I really like Haunter too. Kabutops, I respect it, but no. What is that? Wasn't he just a pancake made out of rock or something? A real dragon. Lugia has the movie? Houndoom's really cool. Scyther's cool. I like Gengar too, but I never had the cord that lets you trade Pokemon, so I always had like a level 100 Haunter. So, Haunter's my boy now, you know? With claws. Yeah. Yeah, Kabutops is okay. He was cooler than, what was it, Omastar or whatever? That was definitely the wrong fossil to get. Psyduck? No, dude, come on, get a grip. Get a grip on yourself. Hey, Sagandis. I'm heavily biased due to being older, but nothing can beat how cool Gen 1 and Gen 2 is. I mean, I think that most people would kind of agree with that. You know, the nostalgia obviously factors in, but also it's like, I mean, once you make like your 9th dog Pokemon, it's like, well, there's diminishing returns.
Was that intentional?
What did he do? What happened?
I found it first.
It's like, and it's like, okay, we're gonna make a new snake Pokemon. It's like, okay, well, we've already got 6 snakes, so what are you gonna call them? I don't know, Snake-amon, and it'd be half ice cream cone. Okay, fine, whatever. Sell the cards, sell the toys, sell the games. All right.
I'm bringing the party.
But a lot of the Gen 1 and Gen 2 stuff, you know, like it's just like, well, here we'll have a little lizard and a dragon. Okay, we'll have a little turtle and whatever. We'll put some cannons on him. I mean, they're kind of stupid too. Let's call a spade, you know. In some sense, they're kind of stupid as well.
Okay, let's get him.
Well, how about this one? It's gonna be Oh, we'll do a fish. Oh, how many fish are we gonna have? Let's do like 6 fish. All right. Well, we'll Sea King and Goldeen and Magikarp and yeah, they're pretty straightforward. Turtle with cannons is badass. I think if they put like a swan with a bazooka right now, people would think it was really stupid. I think they'd probably be right. Did you ever dabble into Digimon? No, I wasn't a loser. Nah, it was Pokemon or Digimon, and I didn't know anybody that liked Digimon. And then Yu-Gi-Oh was a little later, a couple years after Pokemon, I think, and I just never got into it. We went from Pokemon to Magic the Gathering, but I think a lot of kids that were a little younger than me probably went from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh. Please don't give him a Proto Drake.
It's my destiny.
I need a fart type. I think wheezing and coughing are just farts, aren't they? Call a spade. They haven't made a shovel Pokemon yet. I think they have. Maybe not. I have no idea.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Muck. Yeah, Muck's not really a fart, but I do think he came out of someone's anus. A lowland wheezing. I bet Snorlax farts a lot. Lana, you're sick. You're sick. If David Robinson was an MTG card, what stats and abilities would he be at? He'd be a 5 mana, 5/5, dunk on your opponent, pick up their deck and jam it down their throat, and then when they try to like fight you off, just block it and send it to the next game con. Also do a reverse jam on one of your alley-oops too, just because it's cooler anyway. Yeah. Yeah, alright. I'm with you, Pierce. Ditto can be a fart. True. They should make a David Robinson, more David Robinson things, I would buy them. Have you seen the Dread's childhood picture that was leaked? No, can you share it, please? I have a buddy who didn't grow up with Pokemon. Aside from nostalgia, how do you explain the appeal of Pokemon to him? It's kind of tough. They're really good RPG games. They were great introduction to a lot of like JRPG stuff that hadn't been super wasn't super fleshed out for the American audience at that time.
What a delightful
Also tell them to shut up, buy more merch, buy more Pokemon memorabilia. It ain't time for questioning this crap. For the games tonight, they were awful and now they're good, and then Mamba gifted 24 subs, so I stopped crying. So yeah, I'll take it. This run was our first good run though, and it seems to be our best deck of the night. That's all I've got of the ass whooping. I need to get a play here. It's a pretty big deal. Fuck. Fucking hell. It will probably cost us. I need to get this down. He's gonna shrink it. Maybe the Proto can bash into it. That would be good. Oh, fuck off, dude. I think I'm dead now. I think I'm actually just dead. Shoot. Oh, that's a good draw. I don't know if it's good enough. Dredge is still a child. You want any of the Pokemon plushie stuffed animals? No, but I kind of wanted to have some, you know, just put them around the house. There's a little Build-A-Bear section at the, by the mall. And they have little Pokemon things. And I was like, I want that Glaceon. But they put up a sign that said cash only. And I said, fuck off. I don't even know what cash is anymore.
Reporting for duty.
Be a good turn to pick up Strong Man. If we hit Strong Man, that would be not gonna lie, I thought I was getting Claw Machine. I feel like a giant Snorlax stuffed plushie is a must. How many do you have? Okay, wait, take a trade. Trade the 5/7. No. No. man, I have to kill everything. Oh man, that's such fart. I could look for like a cone of cold, that would actually be good. I think we have to, oh man, that's good for next turn too. We trade here, I think I need to find a cone. I trade here, let's just say he rolls whatever, a 5-5. We shoot lethal, 5, 10, 20. This looks like some people weren't gonna fall for me pretending to miss lethal. Anyway, that's too obvious, guys, come on. Can't believe you guys fell for that. The grin. Alright, I wasn't thinking about lethal. This is Redbeard's stream. I won the bet again. Believers stay winning. Jordy, you owe all these people your channel points. I would have felt bad if I missed lethal, but I wasn't gonna. It's not my style. Not my style to miss lethal. Lana's points got saved.
Knowledge is power.
It's true. I wonder if we just keep N'Zoth, because our deck is gonna need to cast N'Zoth at some point. Let's say sure. Twitch chat will fall for anything. I was about to post a Dreads video with the Miss Lethal. No, I want. Where's the picture somebody said of Dreads, young Dreads photo where you can laugh at him?
What do you seek?
I'll give you $100 if you stream you at the Build-A-Bear. If you do it in advance, I'll turn the stream on while I'm over there. What do you want me to do? Talk to them?
Everyone's a winner.
We need to take our time on lethal now, then to keep the chat interactions metrics up. True. True. Remember, I get paid per chat message these days. 1 cent per message. Advertisers are going crazy. Root roll-ups is on the rise.
I'm bringing the party.
Just make the guys some money, Annie rollers. 1 cent, allow me. Come in, everyone. Redbeard is a viewer. Come in, everyone is a Redbeard viewer. That's a good deal. Nah, I wish that'd be cool. Spam my own chat under the alias of Red Sanchez. I would pay Zelda a wage. Maybe $5 a day. I would be kinder, so as to inspire people to conversate with me more instead of cruel, evil. That's great. Devolving's actually kind of bad for us. Flame Ward's kind of whatever. I'm just gonna sit around doing diddly squat. I don't care. I do diddly and I do squatting. Maybe I attack. He's gonna ping him. I'm not losing a ton. Let's wait one more turn. See what he does. Do I like the suspicious cards? Yeah, I think they're fun. I think they're cool. I think they're well designed. I like that they're not like super aggressively statted. Good value cards. I will say this: they are 100% less valuable for the streamer. But I still think they're cool. My opponents seem to get them a deceptively high percentage of the time, regardless of what I pick. But I don't think that the streamer experience is the only thing that should be considered. In fact, I think it should probably be the lowest consideration. Imagine chats like Forsen and Aura XUC getting 1 cent per message. I mean, they're making a lot of money regardless of anything like that. 6-11. Do I really not have lethal? Or not lethal, I can't kill this card? Oh, I can if I use this? No, I can't. I have to use both of these? God, that card's too big, man. My 6-drop and my 7-drop can't kill it. Alright, well, whatever. Oh, it's a good draw.
What
Okay,
a
let's do that.
delightful party's over.
It was Aura Orator? Or his chat's not as big as Forsen and XQC. Or's a good guy though, I like him. We haven't had a big beast die.
Always hungry for more.
I could have just played that. Did you ever go from 0-2 to 12-2? Yeah. Yeah. It's only 1 cent per unique message. No copy pasta. Poor Aura's chat. He has unique messages. You can push 8. I'm getting a claw machine or a thing. Or a tour or a thing. I could play these. I think I'm just gonna play this. Because why not?
Derivatives.
When did they nerf Mana Worm? They nerfed Mana Worm, but then they unnerfed it. This card specifically summons 1/2 Mana Worms. I think Mana Worm's back to being a 1/3. Or maybe it's a 2 mana 1/3 now? I'm not sure. The card's been nerfed and unnerfed and adjusted like 10 times. But I think for an arena card, a 1 mana 1/3 that grows is a fine card. Interesting. He's gonna get another
Whoops.
fish. Yeah, so he should have.
Was that intentional?
I think it's fine because he actually couldn't get this, right?
Well played.
No, he could, can't he? He can trade here, and then oh no, he can't. So he had to trade here first.
Intentional?
Yeah, he had to throw one of those in to get the taunt. I'm not sure if that's enough though, because we have the burn in our hand. OG Mana Worms were nerfed so long ago. Yeah, but some of that stuff when it goes back to Wild or when it goes to Classic or when it comes to Core, things like it's hard to keep track of some of those Core cards and those Classic cards. We just don't really see them in Arena or any format really outside of Classic. Right? Most people should stick to finger painting. Creepy painting is hard, yeah.
Jaina versus.
Remember you were impressed to make 4? I was impressed that I didn't get hit by that many Arlens
Knowledge
super
is
early.
power.
But yeah, I always expect every deck I play to go 12 because it's played by the, you know, the optimal superhero Redbeard. Oh dear. That hand is, what a shit.
What do you seek?
Time to get 12, we'll try. Mana Worm into Arcanologist into Kirin Door Mage, never forget. Was that ever a thing? If I draw a real 3-drop, maybe I can hold this till it gets infused. Maybe.
An autograph? I suppose.
The food is getting cold!
I'm a creepy painting enjoyer. You like that card? I think it's okay. Sure hope we don't draw another unplayable card. We've got enough unplayable cards. Best draw, Fishy, Wormweaver, and then we might be able to piece together at least a game, right? Like a curve. If we miss next turn, it's probably curtains for us. Looks like they're having a hard time too. Sure. Sometimes it's 3 mana Faceless. Love getting Smug Seniors off of it. Sometimes it's crap. The upside is often worth it in a non-aggro deck. Yeah, I feel like the card's almost never like crap. It's just those turns where you're like, do I need to take like a 3-mana 3/3 or something? Actually a really good answer. Because it saves his guy, but also puts a shitter on board for the Sin Runner. It's fine, we at least don't have to skip turns 4 and 5 or whatever. But yeah, it's just like Faceless. It's a sort of card where like your opponent has 3/5/5s on the board. It's just a dead card, right? Like you just can't put it down and start catching back up. But a lot of cards don't catch you back up when you're in those type of spots. Everyone's got 2/4/4s, and it's like, well, I can do nothing. Or I can play my creepy painting, or I can play my 3/4 that gets free traded. Like you're kind of dead in all those spots, no matter what. Going face? Is he trading? I sure hope I hit a 4/3. Oh, well, sure. Yeah, I want this to die. I'm gonna free trade too. We just don't have any pings or anything. Do you ever really draft creepy painting? Oh yeah, for sure. Probably have one a night, or every other night you end up with at least one. It's a good card. Eleven's good? Yeah. Might get more than 11 though. We have a 7, we have an 8, plus a strongman into, I mean, our turns are gonna be pretty good. We could have traded there and maybe it would have been hard, but he's hero powering here, right? So he's not putting a lot of stuff on the board. Probably, I mean, he's gaining mana here, but he's having a much weaker turn here because he hero powered instead of playing potentially like something better. I'm not saying it's wrong, he might not have had anything to do. Rare for it to be something worse than, less than a 3. Yeah, exactly.
Your wish is my suggestion.
What sucks about this is he's gonna get Shadow Word Pain. Oh no, he's gonna get... How much mana does he have? 5? I mean, either way, we're fucked. X. Well, he gets Shadow Word Pain plus a 3-drop.
You love my new
It can't be better than Shadow Word Pain, though, can it? Maybe it didn't offer him it? Does it not give you Shadow Word Pain? Maybe it doesn't give you that. Okay, we had Fishy die or no? Wait, we haven't had Fishy Flyer die? Or Claw Machine? Oh, Dirigible, but it doesn't have Rush. I'm not sure if this is gonna even be good enough. Bane's not in. He gives you basic and classic cards. That's all he gives. I think it probably offered him the 2/2 and Pain, and I don't know what else. If he had one more mana, it would have given him Black Knight. Gotta get Claw off the Mass Boy? Maybe, huh? But we're getting the giant taunt, right? Like that's all we can do. Oh, it's 50-50 to get it. So let's say we have a 3/12 taunt. We may be okay. Is Deck Tracker not working? Oh, that was from the Reveler. Gotcha. Uh, 11's good. I did not think this was an 11 win quality deck. One and 3. Oh, a Sand Runner. Those aren't good odds. 11's good? Yeah, 11's great. For a Deathborne-less Frozen touchless, locationless, discoverless mage deck.